In this video, we're going to take a look at how we can use sign-off as a revision control type tool. It's not the full intent of sign-off, and there are other tools that are made specifically for revision control. But we can use that in BluePrint to help us when we've released a document package. So just real quickly here, I've got a 4-layer board. I've got some through-hole components right here. Looks like use 4, 5, and 6. I've got a parts list that shows those components, and some other periphery drawings here, a panel drawing, a top and a bottom side view, so forth. What I'm going to do now is sign off, and that's under the Tools ribbon, sign off. And the first time you go in here, if you haven't saved your database yet, it's going to prompt you to save it first, and then you'll sign it off. So let me just do that. We'll call this and save it, and then it's going to come right back up and prompt me to save Thursday with _final, and that indicates that this has actually been signed off and is in production. Now, what does that mean? Well, if I close this and then open it back up again, it's going to prompt me to open in view only or ECO mode. And that's pretty straightforward. View only means I can only view. I won't be able to edit this document set. ECO mode brings up my revisions and prompts me to change the revision of each of my sheets. And maybe they're all going to B, or some of them are going to B. I can do that here. So that they're all at Rev B, I'm going to hit OK to that, and you'll notice the title blocks change to Rev B. But the second part of that is now I'm going to import the Rev B data. And I'm just going to grab this ODB file right here and bring that in. It'll prompt me, of course, which documents I want to update with this info, and I'm just going to say OK. And you can notice that now we have a 6th layer. Only one of those through-hole components are left. The quantity of the 035 drills changed. Because the board size did not change, it didn't really affect my panel, other than you can now see that it is the updated data. My top and bottom side views, I have a couple surface mounts for U5 and U6, and U4 is still a through-hole. And you can see that that's changed down here as well. I have a different part number now for U5 and U6 than I do for U4. Okay, so we're looking at the Rev B data. Wouldn't it be nice if there was some way to compare it to the Rev A data? Well, there is. Whenever you do sign off, we save a bitmap of the document set. So if I go to Document and I go to Display Revisions, and we'll make it something that'll stand out here, make it red, and we'll say OK, and we'll go in, and now you can see the differences. You see the quantity differences. You can see that went from a 4-layer to 6-layer. You can see where the through-hole components were removed. If we go down here to the assembly drawing, and again, same idea, and show this one as well. You can see the misplaced or changed place on the components. And I think actually if we did it down here on the parts list, we would see the differences there. Actually, let's just try it and make sure it's working correctly. And you can see the differences there. So we can go through sheet by sheet and display that bitmap underneath the existing document set, and it lets us know what the changes were. So again, not a revision control system, but a way to see what changes have been made if we have rolled the rev or imported new data.